So this is Cenk Uygur criticizing Kamala Harris of working with Republicans, of all things. But now Jenky believes he can turn MAGA. All right, you ready? Let's see what we got here.
Listen, I plan on having a Republican in my cabinet.
I got a list.
Yeah, right. You asked me what's the difference between Joe Biden and me. Well, that will be one of the differences. I'm going to have a Republican in my cabinet because I don't feel burdened by letting pride get in the way of a good idea.
So she's going to have a Republican in their candidate. This should have been something that Cenk Uygur's like, hey, Kamala Harris she's reaching across the aisle. She's building coalitions, right?
When she says that she'll appoint a Republican, think about the types of Republicans that have been supportive of her campaign. They're neocons. Please don't put neocons in your cabinet. Please, if you get elected, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Everyone hates the neocons.
Okay.
Everyone.
Let me break down why they're fundamentally wrong about the direction that they're going in when they do this strategy. So what's the strategy? The strategy is, we got to win Republicans in the suburbs, and if we can just get the 12 Republicans who claim they're not voting for Trump, then we'll win the election because of how close it is in the swing states.
Dude, wait a second. How is this? This was Cenk Uygur before the election. Man, I can't believe Kamala's making a coalition with these Republicans. After the election, he's like, dude, Charlie Kirk is going to help us out. Dude, what the
If they actually deliver for the average man, great, no problem. Then you were right and we were wrong, right? But what I'm trying to lay out to them, and it sounds like you're doing something similar in some ways, is that, but when they don't deliver for you, remember what we told you. Remember that we were both anti-war. We both wanted better health care. We both wanted better wages. So they said, give it to the rich, et cetera, and that didn't work, did it, right? So why don't you try the populist left that actually has in some issues has the same goal as you, but actually will deliver for the average guy instead of for Donald Trump and his billionaire buddies. You see what I'm saying?
But what about when it comes to some of the social issues? For example, Charlie Kirk, and he's not the only one, but he's the easiest one for me to call out at this point in time. Charlie Kirk has been smearing MLK of all people.
Good.
Charlie Kirk said that he wouldn't feel comfortable with a black female pilot. So when we talk about building coalitions, we also do have to remember that those spaces need to be comfortable spaces for people that are from marginalized communities as well. And I personally would not feel comfortable building a coalition with someone out there smearing MLK and saying all these things about black people, all these negative things about black people. So I think that's where a lot of the pushback comes from, Cenk. I think that's why some people are saying, what is Cenk Uygur thinking about? There's no way I'm going to try to organize with this person. They don't even respect me as an individual. I mean, what do you say to that? Like, how do you expect marginalized people to feel?
Yeah. So I think the word you use there is critical, which is comfortable, right? They're uncomfortable in those spaces. Okay, no problem. I get that. And it's not for everybody. Then let me do it. But please try not to tear me down while I'm doing the uncomfortable thing that I think might help, right?
But dude, what are you doing, Cenk? What are you doing? You're saying you're going to go to the racists and you're going to build a coalition with the racists that are what? Those racists are now going to like come and vote with the people of color they fucking despise? Like, bro, what are you fucking doing, boss?
So let me give you an example from my background so you know what I'm talking about. So if I go on Steve Bannon's show, and let's say that we agree on private equity companies shouldn't be able to buy our homes because it drives up housing prices, they're going to turn us all into renters eventually, and we're going to be indentured servants of the corporate class, right? And if it turns out Bannon agrees with that, I am not sure that he does, but he might, and Charlie Kirk says that he agrees with that and has pushed it on his show. But I know Steve Bannon is viciously against immigrants, and I'm an immigrant. And in the past, he's been viciously anti-Muslim, and I'm Muslim, right? Muslim background.
Dude, Cenk is not Muslim. He keeps saying he's Muslim when he wants to be like a victimized, marginalized person. But dude, he's not fucking Muslim at all, bro. He does not like show any indication of being an actual fucking Muslim. participating in the Muslim religion, right? You know what I'm saying? Like none of it at all.
So if somebody else who's in the same category as I am, immigrant Muslim, says, I don't want to talk to Steve Bannon.
Jenk is now an immigrant Muslim. Like, bro.
Immigrants, and I'm an immigrant. And in the past, he's been viciously anti-Muslim, and I'm Muslim, right? Muslim background. So
Muslim background.
If somebody else who's in the same category as I am, immigrant Muslim, says, I don't want to talk to Steve Bannon, that makes me uncomfortable. And I don't want to be in a coalition with him. I think he's really a harmful person, a terrible person, etc. Okay, no, I'm not going to push you to do that. God bless. I totally get it, right? But if I can get that thing done, whatever it might be that's positive, anti-war, protecting housing prices, paid family leave, which a lot of the right wing wants, 74% of the right wing want paid family leave because they think it helps moms to, and actually incentivizes children, etc. So if we can get that done, that matters. It matters to people's lives. You either get the paid family leave or you don't.
Dude, so like, what do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna partner up with Steve Bannon, you're saying, and get the paid family leave? Like, dude, and then what? And then people are like, oh, Steve Bannon's a great guy because he got us paid family leave. Oh, yeah, well, transgender people are in fucking work camps now, and gay marriage has been overturned, but at least we got paid family leave from fucking Steve Bannon.
The housing prices actually go up or they don't, right? So I'm willing to put aside how much I can't stand Steve Bannon's opinions on Muslims, on immigrants, and by the way, on other issues.
So Jenk is saying he's willing to like make it so gay people can't get fucking married anymore if he can just get paid family leave with Steve Bannon. Yeah, okay, that sounds awful, Cenk Uygur, you fucking idiot. That sounds like the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Including Trump should run for a third term. It's maniacal. It's unconstitutional. I'm willing to get into the most, knock out, drag out, whatever fight there is on those grounds. But if we can build a coalition to prevent an attack on Iran, like, for example, Tucker Carlson, loathsome in 1,000 ways, right?
Dude, and now he's saying he wants to partner up with Tucker Carlson.
Is against my identity and my beliefs in 1,000 ways. But he really doesn't want to attack Iran. If you say, I'm going to turn down that coalition, I'm going to say, no, you don't listen to Tucker Carlson. We should attack Iran because Tucker doesn't want to. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because it matters. Like attacking or not attacking Iran matters. So I'm willing to put aside how uncomfortable I am and how much I disagree with them on those other issues to be able to potentially one day build a coalition that could actually prevent these things, right? So, again, the skeptic...
Dude, he's in fantasy land. Dude, he is in fantasy land. He's like, I'm going to buddy up with Tucker Carlson because one day something's going to happen after we're all in prison camps. All the gay and trans people and immigrants are in fucking El Salvadorian prison camps. But me, the guy with the Muslim background and the Polymarket Studios money, I'm going to form this coalition with Tucker Carlson, and we're going to prevent an Iran war. Dude, what is he fucking smoking, bro? All right, I'm done.
What I say to folks who disagree with us is, great, wonderful, build something, right? And that's the point you're making. Build a movement. And whether it's, electoral or not electoral, set up something that you love and rally people around that cause. And one of us is going to have the right idea and is going to be able to build a winning coalition. And that's what we need. But whether I agree or disagree with every single thing on that list is not important, to me at least. And I hope it's not important to you. Like, generally, you got to be along those lines, but do not eliminate people because they didn't agree with 3 things on a list of like 40 things, policy priorities, right? That's what I would ask of people.
Dude, see, what's crazy about this, though, is Jenk is like, don't eliminate people if they like disagree with a couple policy issues. But like, dude, he wants to coalition more with Charlie Kirk than he wants to coalition with 𝗲𝗡𝗄𝗃𝗍𝗓𝗓. Like, that's a fucking problem, bro. I mean, I will coalition with 𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗓𝗓. I will coalition with Sam Seder. I will coalition with Sabby Sabs. Okay? I ain't gonna coalition with Charlie fucking Kirk, bro. And I ain't gonna coalition with Jill fucking Stein, because Jill fucking Stein, she ain't fucking really gonna deliver us decent programs. She's not gonna coalition with the Democrats, dude. Jill Stein. If Jill Stein had any integrity whatsoever, she would have said, you know what, guys, I am dropping out and I am forming a coalition with Kamala Harris because we need to defeat Donald Trump. But Jill Stein didn't do that, bro. She was like, oh, I don't think Kamala Harris is going to defend the Palestinians. Like, you need to hang with me. But Jill Stein was not there to fucking actually help human beings, dude. She was there to sink the Democrats. Okay, period. And I believe Cenk Uygur is actually here to sink the fucking Democrats, because he won't coalesce with, you know, Sam Seder. He will coalesce with fucker Carlson, bro, or Charlie Kirk. Like, come on, man. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.